Bruna, a psychologist, played futsal for many years. Until one day, after one of those matches, while taking her bag out of the car trunk, she gets a hard blow to the head. At first, she thought everything was fine, but when she entered her house, she passed out and simply realized she was being taken to another place. This experience, which at first she didn't believe was a near-death experience, commonly known as an NDE, began to make sense after reflecting more on what happened in that place, where she believes she was shown a preview of what awaits us when our time here on Earth is over. A place and sensations very different from what we are used to seeing and feeling. Hello, I am Marcus, and it's a pleasure to welcome you here on Beyond the Life We Live. I hope you feel at home and absorb the lesson from this story we are about to tell. By the way, please leave your like and subscribe to the channel, as this is very important for us, helping us bring new and impactful stories to you. Bruna was around 15 or 16 years old, as she remembers being in high school and frequently playing futsal. That day, she and her family were coming back from a game. When they arrived home, she was responsible for getting the bags. When she bent down to place the bag on the ground and close the trunk, her sister accidentally closed it, and the edge hit Bruna's head. She felt such intense pain that she could hardly speak. Minutes later, Bruna thought the pain was passing, but upon entering, she realized something was wrong. Blood started dripping on the floor, and she felt everything turn dark. Although she had fainted before, this episode was completely different, as this was the beginning of her near-death experience. Bruna finds herself in a place, but she is not sure if this term is appropriate, as it is a completely different reality, where everything around her consists of fluorescent lights of various colors, intense and vibrant. The sensation of speed is overwhelming, and along with it comes a wonderful feeling of peace. Bruna feels the presence of thousands of beings there, even though they are not bodies as we are used to seeing. She describes these beings as made of light, just like herself. The atmosphere is charged with intense sensations, and what she feels the most is love and joy, an immense joy, and a love that permeates everything and everyone, as if they are part of a sea of love, in a strong connection among all present. She perceives that although everyone is connected as if they were one, there is still a sense of individuality, without preferences or distinctions. Just a homogeneous feeling that everyone is deeply loved. Bruna also feels immense love for everyone around her, for herself, and for everything that is part of that environment. The joy she experiences is so great that it feels as if she is laughing out loud, but without having a physical body. These laughs are not like the ones we know, just the sensation of pure joy and happiness. She does not know exactly what she is doing there, but she interacts with the beings around her. The detail that stands out to her the most is that in this place, there is no room for negative thoughts or bad feelings, like anger. She senses that this is something that simply cannot exist there. Even though she arrived there, the feeling is that she has always been in that place. She does not feel that she just got there, but rather that this is her permanent state, without the notion of coming or going. Suddenly, Bruna finds herself waking up and facing her family, and at that moment, she does not recognize them. To her, what she sees is just a being, without identifying whether it is a man, woman, or even a human. Everything seems strange and nonsensical. Trying to find an analogy for this feeling of return, she compares it to living normally and suddenly transforming into a plant, completely disconnected from everything she was before. Realizing that she has returned to her body, she feels a profound sadness and an enormous sense of weight and slowness. Shortly after the experience, she desperately wants to share what she went through with her family. She wants everyone to feel what she felt, but she doesn't know how to convey it. She even tries to explain that it was something very good, that she laughed a lot, and that everything was very fast, but her family's response is apathetic, as if they do not understand the depth of what she is trying to express. After reflecting more on the experience, she begins to interpret what she lived through better and can explain it more clearly. One of the deepest understandings is the difference between that reality and the physical reality in which we live. Our reality is dense, heavy, and often painful, not just physically, but also emotionally, due to the sense of separation. In that other reality, there is no space for that, and consequently, there are no problems to be solved. The density of physical life, on the other hand, allows us to build things, create problems, and find solutions. This reality offers us the opportunity to materialize love in various forms through our experiences and challenges.